I am supporting him and I'm voting for him and he is number 1 in my list of senators na iboboto ko. Kasi alam ko na pinanday na si pastor ng panahon. Pinanday na siya ng lahat ng experience sa buhay na hindi ganun kadali ang pinagdaanan niya as a pastor. Imagine, they started with few people and look at KOJC right now. It's not easy to build an organization, may it be religious or not, and to be successful and to be that big and to be self-sufficient, and yet you're still serving the people and serving your community. It's not easy. That kind of leadership, that going to that point and being successful in that regard is not easy. It takes a lot of passion, it takes a lot of intelligence, it takes a lot of courage, and it takes a lot of conviction to reach what Pastor Kibuloy have reached.
Ano ba kahalaga na ang isang bansa ay mayroong isang leader? Sabi nga ni Pastor, siya ay tatayo bilang leader at hindi politiko. At isang visionary. Gaano kahalaga ito sa pagmamaneho sa ating bansa po, Prof? Kaibahan nito sa mga nakalipas din na mga klase ng pamumuno.
I think ang ibig sabihin kasi ni Pastor na hindi siya kasi politiko eh. Yun nga, di ba, pastor siya, hindi siya politiko. At saka yung extensive experience niya sa mga ginagawa niya for the kingdom and even yung communities na kasapi sa KOJC or even extended, no, hindi na necessarily members, makikita mo na very deep ang kanyang connection sa tao. At yung kanyang serbisyo sa mga members ng KOJC and even the families and extended yung communities ng KOJC na hindi naman necessarily attached to KOJC and even to the organization ng KOJC. It's a one way of saying na alam mo yon na tumatayo siyang para yung hindi politiko but leader ng isang malaking congregation ng isang community na kung saan ang kanyang pamumuno ay hindi alam mo yon yung alam mo yung tinatawag mong vision. Pag sinabi kasing visionary leadership, it means alam mo kung saan patungo, malinaw yung daan, malinaw yung patutunguhan mo, and usually it's all about going it's all about development, it's all about trying to make the lives of people better, trying to make your country better, and doing it because you believe na hindi lang sa sarili mo kundi alam mo na you believe na ang lahat ng tao na nasa paligid mo and even dun sa mga tao, kasi ng KOJC na pinamunuan niya, and mas lalawak yan kapag naging senador siya kasi he's addressing the Filipino people already, is alam mong kaya, alam mong gagawin. Pero ang visionary leadership kasi, it's not just about having a vision, what you want for your country, what you want for your organization, na mag-succeed, na maging develop, maging progressive, and and very successful. It's also about doing. It's also doing something. You know what you do, you know what you want for your country, but at the same time, you do things. Ikaw mismo gumagawa. And I think that is what Pastor Kibuloy represent. At yun ang sinasabi niya na hindi lang siya magiging boss, hindi lang siya yung taga-bantay sa possibility sa mga corruption na pwedeng mangyari sa Pilipinas or sa nangyayari na sa Pilipinas at the moment. Kasi ang Senate, kasi senador ang tinatakbuhan niya, ang Senate may oversight function. Kaya may tinatawag ng mga Senate hearings. That's the oversight function of the Senate at ginagawa yan ng mga senador to check on the executive level. Kasi usually, may check and balance nga na sinasabi. So, ang sinasabi nga niya, siyang tagabantay sa mga ganitong usapin, lalo na sa mga usapin ng corruption. And on the other hand, ang nakikita ko kasi kay Pastor Kibuloy is, siya yung parang konsensya ng bayan, or konsensya ng Senado, or konsensya ng gobyerno. Kasi ang legislative branch is still part of the government. So, kapag naupo siya as senador, siya yung light doon. Parang siya yung light na magsasabi na, wait, teka muna. Hindi ito maganda ang nangyayari sa Pilipinas. Ito yung mga issues na ito ay kailangan i-resolve. I think he will be that person. He will be that senator na i-call ang attention ng executive, even I think ng judiciary or even ng kapwa niya mga senador na, oy sandali, naliligaw tayo ng landas. Supposedly, ito yung dapat natin gawin. Oy sandali, there's no such thing as accountability in this or there's no such thing as a transparency on this issue. And we need to do something about it. We need to address this. At saka visionary in a sense na alam niya kung saan dapat patungo ang Pilipinas. Do kasi ang ano lang is ang trabaho kasi ng senador is more about legislative measure. Ibig sabihin you come up with laws at saka yung mga regulation and oversight function at hindi siya implementation kasi ang implementation nasa executive level nasa office of the president yan all throughout yung ibang mga ahensya. Pero I think through the kind of policy measure or what you call laws at mga legislative measure na pwedeng na ihahain ni Pastor Quiboloy sa Senado, sana maging manalo siya sa election, yun ang magiging content ng kanyang vision for the Philippines. Andun yun. Like for example, ang sinasabi kanina ni Boss Dada or ni Pastor na gusto niyang makitang, may sapat na pagkain sa hapagkainan ang mga mamamayang Pilipino. One concrete way of doing it kapag nanalo siyang senador is to put it in a legislative agenda. And then that legislative agenda kapag na-push mo yan at na halimbawa naging batas ang isang legislative agenda, he can push the executive level to implement it to the yung talagang to the core kung ano yung ang essence ng agenda na yon ng batas na yon, and at the same time he can exercise his oversight function. So doon marirealize ng Pastor Quiboloy ang tinatawag at ang ini-embody niya ng so-called visionary leadership. Kasi yun ang magiging role niya sa Senado. At saka parang ano yan kasi pastor yan At saka alam mo, as a pastor kasi ang ako kasi ang aking paniniwala at ang aking yung sarili kong conception of what is a pastor. A pastor kasi is like a guide. It's like how do you call that? Parang pastol, 'di ba? May mga tupa, ikaw ang pastol. Gina-guide mo yung tao kung saan sila dapat patungo at alam mo yung vision at alam mo yung daan patungo doon. Now kapag may naliligaw, you try to put them in the right direction. Yun Yun ang pastor Yung ganyang klaseng leadership at yung kanyang vision sa kanyang sa Kingdom of Jesus Christ, mata-transfer yun kapag nanalo siya sa election sa buong Pilipinas. Kasi that would be the role that he will play. Aside from the fact that he will of course legislate and push for legislative measure or policy that would be addressing the different issues na kinaharap ng Pilipinas. Marami yan. Economics, andyan na yung may kinalaman sa korupsyon, may kinalaman sa halimbawa sa mga katutubo kasi he is also very close to the ethnic minority groups in the Philippines. So paano i-address ang kanilang pangangailangan? Lahat yan marirealize through legislative measure. At I think one very important function ng isang senador is to really do an exercise oversight function. Ang oversight function kasi is to make it sure na yung mga batas na ginawa or non-legislate will be implemented properly and will be, yun Kasi karamihan ng batas sa Pilipinas, marami tayong batas sa Pilipinas to be frank. Pero the problem with that, kaya rin nagkakaroon ka ng maraming issues at maraming problema yung Pilipinas, is the implementation and enforcement of the laws. Hindi yan na-implement mang mabuti. Look at the Universal Healthcare Law. Mayroon ka nga pero hindi lahat ng provision niya na-implement. So ang isa sa pinaka-importante na function ng isang senador is really the oversight function. And I think Pastor Quiboloy, God willing, if he will be elected in office, especially in the Senate, I think he knows what he wants to do and what he gonna do and also why he is there. It's important for any person who is running for office, especially public office, to know why are you running? What is really your purpose of running? It's not just for the sake of running. I think Pastor Quiboloy knows that very well. I can sense it. I can see it, And then the very first, bakit bang, kung tutusin, to be frank, bakit pa siya tatakbo? Meron na siyang Kingdom of Jesus Christ. And at the same time, he is very successful already as a person and as a pastor. Why would you bakit ka ba tatakbo kung sasakit ang ulo mo at magkakaroon ka pa ng maraming problema? Headache. Kasi to be a public servant and to be in a way, to be in public office, especially senatorial, ganyan, ang dami mong kaharapin na challenges eh. Ang dami mong magiging kaaway dyan, lalo na kapag tumatayo ka sa tama. If you stand on the right side of things, and if you're a senator, let us say, or even any public office, kapag gumawa ka ng tama, ikaw ang kontrabida dyan, at ikaw ang tatamaan at marami kang magiging kaaway. It's a very difficult position. But I don't think Pastor Kibuloy, if in any case he will have that position as a senator, I don't think he will be afraid to face all of this, whoever man maging enemy niya, because he's standing on the right side of things. I think doon ako mas, how do you call that? Doon ako mas sigurado. That's why I am supporting him and I'm voting for him, and he is number 1 in my list of senators na iboboto ko. Kasi alam ko na pinanday na si pastor ng panahon. Pinanday na siya ng lahat ng experience sa buhay na hindi ganun kadali ang pinagdaanan niya as a pastor. Imagine, they started with few people, and look at KOJC right now. It's not easy to build an organization, may it be religious or not, and to be successful and to be that big and to be self-sufficient, and yet you're still serving the people and serving your community. It's not easy. That kind of leadership, that going to that point and being successful in that regard is not easy. It takes a lot of passion, it takes a lot of intelligence, it takes a lot of courage, and it takes a lot of conviction to reach what Pastor Kibuloy have reached. So that is something that he can offer to the Filipino people. Ano na yan eh? That's proven already. That's there already. So hindi na niya kailangan i-prove yung sarili niya, to be frank. He just need to do and fulfill kung ano man ang vision niya for the Philippines, ano man ang mga legislative measures na gusto niyang ipasa kapag naging senador na siya. So sa akin, matibay na yon. Kumbaga, hindi na niya kailangan i-prove yung sarili niya kung gagawa siya ng mabuti o hindi. Kasi there's already a lot of evidences that will show na he really have done so much for the country, and through his ministry and also through the KOJC, and kahit ang SMNI, look, SMNI is just the only media network na mayroon ng Pilipinas na hindi dependent sa commercials or what you call yung mga commercial na nagpapa-commercial para lang mag-operate ang TV program mo. No, I don't think SMNI is like that. It's precisely because it's very much rooted in service, and I think that is that is one thing important na dapat malaman ng mga Pilipino, na ang pinaka anchor talaga ng KOJC and even lahat ng inyong mga ginagawa, SMNI and other organization na affiliated sa kingdom, is really the service for the people, service for its members, service for its community, and service to the country. And that's very important. Kung tatakbo kang leader at kung gusto mong maging leader ng bansa, you need to understand what do you mean by service to the country and service to the people. And I think Pastor Kibuloy already has that. I mean, it's already proven. He doesn't need to prove himself anymore. He just, ang hope ko, ang wish ko lang is, and I really hope God willing, it's really it's God's will really, that when he is a senator, he will be able to fulfill the desires of his heart for the country. Kasi tapos na ang KOJC, kumbaga KOJC established. Now it's time for him to serve the wider community, and that's the Philippines and the Filipino people. Okay. So ang inaano ko lang sa mga kababayan natin na maraming naninira kay pastor, ganito, ganyan, yung mga kaso, lalala. Sabi ko, there's only one thing that they have to remember. Kung si pastor ay isang taong hindi mabuting tao, do you really think KOJC will be like this big? And do you really think people will trust him kung masama siyang tao? That's basic kasi sa human beings. Pero look, 7 million members of KOJC. Do you really think these people are stupid not to see kung masama o mabuti si Pastor Kibuloy? Of course not. Diba? 7 million minds. Imagine that. And most of them are intelligent, smart people. They can assess if their leader is bad or good. And I think because you have 7 million members, it's just a proof na he really is a good guy, is a really good man, is a man of God. And I think we need a man of God in the Senate. It's like a conscience, para naman magkaroon ng light sa Senado na minsan hindi ko rin maintindihan kung ano ba talaga ang ginagawa ng mga nakaposisyon dyan sa Senado. Lalo na ngayon sa klase ng politika meron ng Pilipinas. So yun yung ano ko, yun yung take ko dyan kung actually bakit ako personally really I'm really rooting for Pastor Quiboloy na sana kahit na nakakulong siya right now, he will really be elected in office kasi I don't think even nasa kulungan siya that he will, he will be limited sa lahat ng gusto niyang gawin para sa bayan. I think even ngayon, marami na siyang ginagawa sa kulungan. Siguro nga mga best friend na niya yung mga nasa loob, mga kasama niya sa kulungan. At saka siguro marami na siyang souls na nasisave kung nasaan man siya ngayon. So, so I'm very confident about Pastor Quiboloy, despite whatever other people would say. Because I know him. I've met him, I've talked to him many times, 3 times to 4 times already. And I can always, I'm a good judge of people also as a person. I can sense if the person is okay or not. So based on my interaction with him, whatever other people would say, may sarili akong assessment kay Pastor. And I am very confident of my own perception and assessment of him as a person, as a leader of KOJC, and hopefully, God willing, as the future senator of our country. I really hope na manalo si Pastor. Of course, he will. God's grace, he will.